to become the head coach with good reason. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We will get to tonight's NFL matchup. It's our Wager Talk marquee matchup.
The Las Vegas Sporstline.
Cofield and Company's home for Monday Night Football is Pizza Rock inside Green Valley Ranch Hotel and Casino. Come watch the game with ESPN Las Vegas on Pizza Rock's 80-inch big screen TVs. Food and drinks start at $4. That includes well and the 32-ounce PBRs. And we're talking about award-winning personal pizzas like the Cal Italia, the Margarita, or go with the big boy pies like the Butcher or the Mob Boss. For Sunday football, there's the Rock and Blitz Brunch, and during hometown hockey games, wear your gear and the first beer is free. Come in on Mondays, chow down, and win cool prizes. Pizza Rock inside Green Valley Ranch with ESPN Las Vegas.
Yo, it's Steve Cofield. I've got back pain from time to time. The real problem? My feet. They're flattening out. I needed help, so I asked my pals at the Good Feet store for some advice. They talked about the 4 arches of the foot, and they told me my feet need to be exercised on a daily basis so I can avoid that back pain. And the same goes for you if you've got neck or leg pain. At the Good Feet store, the fix is more affordable than ever. Trying their 3-step system can change your life. They'll create a customized solution specifically to fit your needs, activities, and wardrobe. I just hit New Orleans on a 4-day vacation. I walked every day for 8 to 10 hours. I used the Good Feet exercisers and relaxers. I felt great the entire trip. You can feel like that too. Hit the Good Feet store any day, 7 days a week. The personalized fitting is free, and you can even leave the store for a test walk. There's a Good Feet store located across from Palace Station, 2600 West Sahara, and another at 4150 Blue Diamond just west of the Silverton. Take it from me, Steve Cofield. Stop dealing with the pain. Get into the Good Feet store today.
Balance of Nature's fruits and veggies in a capsule.
It's going very well. My energy level is better, generally feeling of well-being. So we're quite pleased. We want to continue with the product.
For a limited time, use discount code MARK, and we'll take 35% off your first preferred set of fruits and veggies and have them shipped to you free. Call 1-800-246-8751 or go online to balanceofnature.com. Again, use discount code MARK.
What's hot today? It's time for the Wager Talk marquee matchup of the night. WagerTalk.com. Start winning now.
All right, here we go. It is the Raiders and 49ers. A thrilling Thursday night football match. Hey, you know what? It might be a good game because the whole idea is it doesn't matter to me whether it's good teams or bad teams. I mean, if you've got a good matchup between teams that are relatively close, it's a decent chance it's going to be a fun game. And I actually think we get that tonight with the Raiders and 49ers. There'll be some emotion because they're neighbors, they're rivals. I think this is going to be fun.
There's emotion in their preseason games. They face each other every year.
Yeah.
So there's no question they're rivals. I completely agree with that. Now, I'm going to throw out just a Thursday night angle on this game. And it's Thursday night home favorites off a loss. Obviously, it's an advantage to be at home on Thursday night. You're not traveling on a short week. And if you're a Thursday night home favorite off a loss, you are 21-10 ATS since 2007. So a blind angle, but just to give you some idea of home and favorite situations
Not
on
bad.
this game. Now, you know, the question is going to be this. I mean, is it C.J. Beathard or is it Nick Mullins?
It sure sounds. And look, I don't know. And I'm not playing the game, so to be honest with you, I didn't do a lot of research. It just really sounds like Mullins.
Yeah, the coach said this. He said that if this game were Sunday, Beathard would be ready to go. Right. He couldn't grip the ball enough. He didn't practice Monday or Tuesday. He threw around in their walkthrough on Wednesday. But, again, it was a total game-time decision. Nick Mullen.
You're not going anywhere anyway. Put the guy in. Let's just for the hell of it, let's see what he can do.
Just FYI for Nick Mullen, he was a 2017 unrestricted free agent, so he's been in this program for 2 years.
Good college QB.
Of course, he was at Southern Miss, broke Brett Favre's records. But even this preseason, when I was watching the San Fran game, I had to play against him. You know, they talked about how he was always in the shotgun at Southern Miss, and he's still struggling to play in that role, getting under center like a lot of college quarterbacks do. So, you know, it's been a year in the system. He's never made that pass play. But, you know, I would think, what's he worth? 3 or 4 or 5 points, Beathard against Mullen, making his first start?
Oh, I don't think it's that much.
No?
No. I'm not giving Beathard that much credit.
Well, but don't you think having an experienced quarterback starting a game at home?
How experienced is Beathard? I mean, he's got a half a season under his belt.
Yeah, that's true.
And he's a second unit guy himself. No, I wouldn't make it that much. Couple of points.
All right. So we'll see. I mean, the line hasn't moved. It's probably not going to move because it's a game time decision. If you like the Raiders, and you're watching the game and you see
If you like the
Mullen there,
Raiders,
then just
and if you like the Raiders, not for nothing, but you may as well bet the
bet 'em
first
down.
half.
Right.
Because, this team in the second half, there's been a couple of games where they were all right, but for the most part, they've been a disaster after halftime. And I can't prove it. I don't even know if it's true. But is there any team that looks like they're taking more than the Raiders do? They've got all these draft choices, and they're clearly built. They don't care about this year. And these guys, and the guys that are playing there, I think they know most of them are going to be long gone by the time next year and the year after that arrives.
Yeah, I mean, you look and going into the year, the players that were absolutely safe being on this team is Derek Carr and Khalil Mack, and one of them's gone, and one of them was talked about being gone. Yeah,
because Cooper was.
Oh, Amari Cooper was their stud player.
A stud.
Yeah, so I agree with you.
And by the way, I think they're doing it right.
You're going to tank, tank. Yeah.
As long as the NFL is set up the way it is, if you're not going to be a contender, you might as well. I don't know why it's not more like basketball in a sense, where the teams they do try and lose, okay, to improve their draft choices. I sometimes wonder.
Memphis said wink, wink if they,
Yeah, right. Well, the one difference in the NFL is it's not a lottery. So you can't.
Worst record tanks, yeah.
Yeah, it's not a situation where you're improving your chances of getting the top overall pick. Because
if you take the best, you are getting the number one pick.
Well, you know what your position is going to be if you're in that bottom five. You don't have to worry about, we're in some lottery here, and even though we got the third worst record, we end up with the 8th pick or something like that. I hate the NBA setup. I think it's terrible. I think the NBA setup actually encourages teams losing on purpose, which is why I never want to hear about this stupid integrity fee that they want to charge. Are you kidding? Charge yourselves an integrity fee first. Your game's not on the level when teams are trying to lose. And nobody will ever convince me the 76ers weren't trying to lose basketball games a few years ago to set themselves up to get number one picks.
You mean like Patrick Ewing going to New York and LeBron going to Cleveland and those situations with like the 8th or 9th picks that had this much of a percent to win actually got the first round pick?
I don't think Cleveland was awful, weren't they?
They were. The year before when they took the UNLV player, they were right. They had a longer shot.
Yeah.
LeBron, they were bad, but
they were really bad.
Yeah.
But I don't like the whole concept. I don't like any of it. I really don't. I think the draft should be a complete lottery. Period. And that's just the way it goes if you have bad luck. You shouldn't get rewarded for losing football games.
Well, if they had a hard salary cap, you wouldn't have that issue. Golden State couldn't do what they're doing, and all of a sudden those players would have to go to other teams.
NBA's salary cap is a joke.
Right. Okay. If you had a salary cap, it would solve all the problems.
It is time for our LPT Play of the Day.
Now, the Play of the Day.
Currently brings you. Am I on? There we go. Where's my mic? Why am I not showing up? Lions Physical Therapy. 702-476-0222. LionsPTLV.com. If you do a search, Lions Physical Therapy ratings, okay? Because that's where actual customers do the rating. They get 5 stars out of 5. Okay, this is a firm that knows what it's doing as far as getting your body right. We'll tell you a lot more about Lions Physical Therapy in days to come here on the show. The LPT Play of the Day are going to go north of the border. In the NHL, the Washington Capitals, they are 0-4 off a loss. 0-4 off a win this year. They just have not been able to string together good games. Brayton Holtby is still struggling in the nets. Carey Price will play in goal for Montreal tonight. The Canadiens, interestingly enough, 4-0 off a loss so far this season. So they're short-term trends. Maybe they don't mean anything. But a little technical support for the Canadiens, plus 110. Mini upset special tonight in the NHL. Montreal Canadiens, the play of the day. Thanks to Will Bernanke and all the fine folks at CG Sportsbooks. Thanks to Ralph Michaels from Wager Talk. Mark Seidel from the other side of the console. I'm Dave Kochen. We will be at it again tomorrow with our Golden Nugget Friday edition. Stick around. Cofield and Company is coming. Are they down at Toshiba Plaza? They're here?
No, they are at Green Valley Ranch at the Pizza Rock.
Okay, we'll go down there and see Cofield and Company. See you later.